Welcome back to the Lovin Dubai show. You might have your job, your car, and your home wrapped up, but what about your dating life? This topic comes up time and time again, and today we are joined by the dating expert, the Dubai matchmaker, Christiana Maction, to give us the perspective we need about dating in Dubai. Welcome back to the show, Christiana.
Thank you guys so much for having me.
Not
I'm
at all.
so excited.
Not at all.
Of course, so not too long ago, we had you on the show and we had an amazing chat on dating. You were telling us more about what you do, matchmaking, all of that. But first, I just want to ask you, on Instagram, you have the most exciting, informative reels and information that you put out. How? Where do you get inspired? Do you have the time? Like, how?
Well, I think being 33 here in Dubai, I have been single and also being on the dating apps. I just think about the struggles that I had when I was dating and what information I wanted or needed in order to get out there and attract the ideal partner. So I really base it on myself, my own experiences.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just in case people missed the show last time, let's give a quick rundown of what you do, and then if anything's changed since we last saw you, get it out there.
Sure. So hi everybody, my name is Christiana Maction. I am the Dubai matchmaker, and not only do we do matchmaking, we also do dating coaching. We really come from an empowered dating standpoint. But since last I was on the show, we have formed a partnership with Millionaires Club and Sync Matchmaking. So now we are offering unlimited matchmaking opportunities both in Dubai and worldwide.
Is that the big dating show one?
Yes. So Patty Stanger from Millionaire Matchmaker on Bravo, like years and years ago, 8 seasons. Her and her team reached out to me in May about joining them and leading the Middle East division of Millionaires Club, and here I am today.
Okay, so if you are a millionaire looking to date, this is the lady you go to.
It is.
But you also have, you're also giving out the advice on Instagram.
Yes.
You're also it's the solid advice that I think people are really kind of like resonating with.
Yes.
So we're going to go into dating advice. We put question on Instagram yesterday and we got loads of questions. But before we jump into that, this is something, I guess, from our own archives that we have questions about.
Okay.
Okay, what's the right place to meet someone in Dubai?
Okay, right place. I mean, there isn't just one right place. I would really think about like what hobbies do you enjoy? What interests do you have? And then this is going to give you that kind of, I guess, place to go. For example, if you're really like the artsy type and maybe you want to attract somebody similar, I would think of going to places that are in Al Sirkal Avenue. Or thinking about, maybe I'll join a workshop, I'll do an art walk, look up art gallery openings, things like that. If you're more of an active person, maybe join a running club, a hiking club, or attend the gym and do mixed classes.
What about introverts?
Introvert.
Who as in what if I'm into gaming and
Yes.
I actually find social events quite uncomfortable and awkward. How do we get those people into relationships?
Yes, I think that if you're an introvert, right, like we were saying, the gaming interests are
Asking
there.
for a friend, Casey?
My secret gaming habit.
Yes, exactly.
Not against it, but who knows?
Yeah, well, look up gaming events or
Actually, gaming events are big.
Yeah, gaming events
Comic
are
Con.
huge,
Yeah.
definitely. And then if you are more of an introvert, I mean, I do advise people to get off the apps and date in real life. But maybe dating apps are a good avenue for you to at least make that initial connection, but try your best to get off the app and meet that person in person.
It's like gamifying dating is a dating app, really, at the end of the day.
Oh, wow.
It is.
The game of the swipes.
Mm.
Like fruit ninja. Someone on Instagram asked for your handle. So do you mind sharing?
Of course. I'm at christiana.maction.matchmaker.
So our next question to you is where? I mean, not the where. So how do you do dating right in Dubai? So we know about the wrongs. We know how not to do it, not to get on. Sometimes it's you should try meeting the person and going, like you said,
getting off the app quickly.
Exactly.
Yes,
so how to do it right? All the ways to do it right.
Like I said, I would really invest in those hobbies and interests and really think about, where do I enjoy going? When do I have the most fun? And then tap into those things. And even go out in a group. Like you were saying, maybe you're more introverted. So maybe doing not like a group date, but maybe like a group outing. Like for example, let's say you're really intellectual. Why don't you do a quiz night? Go with a couple group of friends, a couple friends in your group, and then see if there is anybody there. But
solid.
Yeah, but the whole thing is that you really want to make sure that you're going out because you're investing in yourself and you're interested in this topic or this activity. Because once you start going out with the intent of, I'm going to meet somebody, that puts a lot of pressure and really high expectations on it, and where you might be disappointed at the end.
Yeah.
Go out, enjoy yourself, be with your friends, invest in something that you're already interested in, and then it never feels like a lose. It's a win. You gain something from it.
And you're doing you, guys.
Yes.
So yesterday or the day before, we had this amazing couple on the show, Ali and Walla Hanawi. They are YouTubers.
Okay.
And they share their family updates. They're very, very sweet and genuine. But they shared their love at first sight story, which was just beautiful. He was like, I didn't even want to meet someone. I was at this wedding.
Yes.
And he was like, I looked over. And he was like, and I knew. And he told his mom. And then his mom went and made sure they danced at the wedding.
Oh my God.
They have a baby. But how? Like, do you believe in love at first sight? Or love at first swipe even? I don't know.
I definitely believe that obviously there's two ways, right? People talk about like, oh my gosh, if I don't have fireworks on the first date, I'm never going to see this person again. But then there's the opposite side, the slow burn. Maybe it started as a friendship and you built that foundation. Then one day you turn around and go, what? You're like, Dave is actually kind of hot. What is this?
Yeah.
And maybe you form this kind of other connection with them. I would say though that most of the relationships that I have been in have been like that immediate spark. But it wasn't from swiping on an app. It was from meeting in person. Because I also think that what happens a lot in dating is that you might have like a long laundry list of all the things you want in a partner, whether that's physical traits, star qualities, attributes that this person, you want them to have. But when you meet somebody in person, that list goes out the window sometimes.
Yeah,
because there's just this energy between you. It's magnetic. Yeah.
So I saw this dating show on Netflix, and it's all about like when you find someone sort of, like you feel like it's a person for you, you have to learn to adjust, you have to learn to compromise. So is that something you would also like push your clients for and go like,
interesting question. Do you compromise for someone if they don't meet all the requirements?
I don't like using the word compromise. I think that compromise has a negative connotation to it. And like also the word sacrifice. A lot of people say, oh, in relationships, you have to sacrifice, you have to compromise. I would say that, let's say you are in a relationship with somebody, instead of using those words, start saying, let's come to an agreement, or we agree to, let's find a solution together. But in terms of when you're meeting somebody and you're compromising on your list, I would say the better focus would be on being attracted to how this person makes you feel and how they treat you. Don't think about this long list of 6'2" and above. You're shaking your head.
No, I love it. Solid.
It's so true. It's how they make you feel.
Yes, how they make you feel, how they treat you, and that should be where your, I guess, laundry list of things or wants that you have in a relationship.
Love that.
Yeah.
So, every now and then when we have a guest, we put a little question poll on Instagram the day before. Do you have any questions?
Oh, God.
To say we were inundated with questions from Dubai about dating. Like, guys, you have questions and they all come in. We keep them anonymous, obviously.
Yes.
But there's been so many that have come through. So we're going to do expert dating advice with the Dubai Matchmaker on the Lovin Dubai show. Do you want to kick it off?
Okay.
Let's do it. Here we go.
Okay. So I'm going to ask you one that's like burning right now. Dating cleanse. Tell us a little bit more about that. You spoke about that on your Instagram. Why is that important?
So like I mentioned before, my partner Patty Sanger, she wrote a book in 2009 called like Become Your Own Matchmaker. And I bought this in 2009, and it's crazy that like over a decade later, now we're partners. Like, and I have the book here with me in Dubai, which is insane. So I thought, let me go through the book because there's so much advice and golden nuggets that are still applicable today. So a dating detox, she says, okay, if you just got out of a relationship, maybe you've gone on like basically a long list of like first dates that went nowhere, or you've never been in a relationship. Take a dating detox, and this is where you date yourself. So if it was like a long, maybe you were in a relationship for a few months, then do 30 days. And then it goes all the way up to 90 days if you are getting divorced or if you're in a relationship for 2 years plus. And in this dating detox phase, it's about really getting back to you. Not only putting yourself first, but putting yourself on a pedestal. Because once you start doing that, and don't be surprised when everybody starts lining up to date you because you're glowing, because you feel so amazing about yourself and so confident, but really stick to that time period in order to get yourself right. Because once you start dating from being on a pedestal, it's easier to see both the green and the red flags.
Okay, dating, by dating you mean know anything before and after or nothing?
Nothing.
What
Zero,
does before
zero
and after
dot.
mean?
You know, like no
The in-betweens.
attractions,
Yes.
none of
No
that,
in-betweens.
Yeah.
Can I say I love that because I actually had this conversation with a girlfriend after seeing your video, and she was like, "Oh, but I haven't been in a relationship." But what you're saying is, if you haven't been in a relationship, even that, like, take all the ambiguity about what you're looking for and just put the time back into you.
Yes, for sure.
Which I love. A lot of the questions kind of lent towards the negative, to be honest.
Okay, that's okay.
Okay, so how do you keep a man loyal?
Oh, love that one.
Why are you begging somebody to be with you?
I don't have the name on this.
Do you feel
Yeah,
like
sorry,
everyone?
friend.
Do you feel like everyone is a little like opposed to cheating? Do you think because I keep hearing this from a lot of people these days, like it is inevitable that the man or the woman in the relationship at some point will cheat or like have an affair. So do you think that's something that is inevitable?
I don't think it's inevitable, and I don't think that. I think in 2022 you can write any relationship that you want. And what is the relationship that works for the two of you? And that can't be judged by anybody else. If it works for the two of you, then it works for you. In terms of infidelity, I would say that when you are open with your partner, not just in the beginning of your relationship, but throughout the relationship, and you have like regular check-ins about, hey, are we happy? Are we happy individually? Are we happy together? What kind of needs and wants do you have that is going to make this relationship not only better individually, but together? And when you have those regular check-ins and you really care about the other person and you create a safe space for communication, then you're able to talk about certain things like this and maybe avoid things that you don't want to happen in your relationship.
Solid.
Solid.
There we go.
And so how to keep a man loyal? Don't be begging for your man. The next one is, how do you deal with a two-timer? How do you deal? So we don't have the context, we don't have the information. I'm assuming this question means they want to keep the relationship going. I'm assuming.
Okay, so meaning that this person was...
Because deal would either mean like cut it but the answer would be cut it, right?
Okay, so two-timer meaning that maybe they cheated?
Someone has cheated.
Someone has cheated. Have you had an open conversation about maybe why the cheating happened? What needs were lacking on both sides? And can you find a solution together moving forward? And if you can't, then I would say, have pride in yourself and respect for yourself that if this isn't the kind of relationship that you want, remember, how are they treating you? How are they making you feel? Then be brave enough to move on because, listen, like, there's many fish in the sea.
Be brave enough to move on.
Many fish in the sea.
So I feel like a lot of solutions is just open communication and just keep that communication line very free flowing.
Definitely.
So the next question, how do you break the ice and start a conversation? Like best icebreaker topics.
Ooh.
Oh my gosh, I love these. Okay, so are you in a crowded room? Is it like a first date?
Okay,
Anything?
let me set the scene.
Okay, set the scene.
Oh my days, I've actually tried this recently and failed miserably.
Icebreaker question?
Yeah.
I know, I told you I had to Google the next day to YouTube, like how to
start a conversation, yeah.
Oh, it gets so bad. Okay, so you're in a room, okay, and you're walking. Okay, let's set the scene again. I said it like twice in my head. Now this is the third scene I'm setting. So it's a party. You don't know anyone there. You're someone's plus one. The plus one has gone away, and you have to mingle and get to know people yourself. And there is this really cute guy or girl over there.
Yeah,
you want to talk to them. They're sitting alone. Now's your chance. Icebreaker questions, go.
Okay, the easiest thing when you're at a party is, hey, who do you know here? Because I mean, you're in a small setting, like, hey, or you know the host, hey, do you know Casey? How do you guys know each other? That's an easy lay into it.
Yeah.
Let's say it's more of like a cold approach. Maybe it's not a party or like a smaller setting. And let's say you're on a date, right? I think to have questions that everybody can answer, but the answer to the question is going to give you more insight about the other person. Like I love asking, like, if you won the lottery today, what would be your first purchase? Because then you get to know their priorities a bit. Another great one is...
I love these questions that give you the insights. So great.
Yes, like, because it's not like a direct question as to like, oh, like, well, what would you spend your money on? Because I think that's a little crass, a little rude. It would be more just like, oh, whimsical, like, it's fairy tale. And I love asking as well, like, your 3 wishes from a genie. That gives you insight into priorities, ambitions, things like this. Another great one that I like to ask, which gives you more insight into their ambitions, is what was your dream job when you were younger? What is your dream job now? And then see, like, do those align? Are they happy in their job now, in their role now? Are they striving for something more? Are they content? And yeah, it gives you just more insight.
Take notes, fam. Take notes if you have dates. Okay, unfortunately, we just have time for 2 more questions.
Let's go.
Okay,
Let's do
2 more questions. What are, and you asked this on your Instagram as well, but what are important red flags? Like, what are the red flags that think, maybe not?
Okay.
Cut it soon.
A definite no, yeah.
A definite no. Are you meeting on a dating app or meeting in person?
Meeting in person.
In person? They just said what are the most important red
Okay, let's do both.
Yeah, okay. So in person, I would say engagement. Is this person engaged in the conversation with you? Are they making eye contact? Are they smiling? I'm a person, I love compliments. So are they complimenting you? Red flags for me, I am a stickler for manners, so I need to see how you hold utensils.
I think everyone has different red flags, maybe.
Everybody has different red flags.
Chopsticks.
Yeah. But
guys, you cannot meet Christiana if you cannot use chopsticks.
I just ate from the plate right away, so I'm never so I'm not going to dinner with you. I don't want to be judged.
I would say that's why I do first dates at a Japanese restaurant.
Oh, well, actually, there's a question about dating apps. Okay, do you have one more to go?
No.
Okay.
Continue.
Yeah, and then I think that number 1, though, that can be a blanket one is the engagement, right? Are they listening to what you're saying? Are they asking you questions after you've said something? And then that also gives you the kind of insight into their effort as well. Are they even willing to get to know you? Are they putting in that investment in that time with you?
Love that. Loved all the advice you shared today, especially the ones before. You know the one I'm talking about?
I feel like there was a couple of solid ones.
The dating cleanse. Love that. Love. I've been obsessing over that video of yours.
You have to keep watching because we're actually doing like part 1, part 2, part 3, part. Like I'm going to take you through all the 8 steps, like in little parts. So like every Monday I'll drop like a little more knowledge on it.
What's the next one?
So the next one is step 2, and it's really about like creating your happy list.
All of them are available on your Instagram. And guys, like solid dating advice. And if you have questions, I'm sure you're answering on DMs all the time. A quick one more shout out to where people can find you if they have questions.
Yeah, so Christiana.maction.matchmaker, also ChristianaMaction.com. And if you are still seeking somebody in Dubai, 21st of September, I am hosting an event at Intersect by Lexus. Go to my website, apply for it, and it's fun because it's like your application, you also have to apply for a friend of the opposite sex that you think is eligible bachelor or bachelorette.
So it's a chatting, a meeting, a mingling. We love it.
Not
I am there.
We are there.
Come.
Guys, thank you so much. It's been an absolute blast to have you on the show as always. That is Christiana Maction, the Dubai Matchmaker, and that is it for us on the Lovin Dubai show. Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you guys. Bye.